back. You're watching The Money Show with me, Kavita Thapliyal. Now, women across India have been fiercely moving towards building their careers and businesses to support themselves and their families. They have been changing the entrepreneurial ecosystem by expanding their footprints and designing unique business models. Still, they face some challenges. We are joined by H P Singh, Chairman and MD, Satin Creditcare Network, who will share the obstacles women face in their path to grow and how that can be solved. Mr. Singh, good evening and welcome to the show. Although we are a few days away from International Women's Day, but then, we really don't need a specific day to celebrate women and their growth story in India. Let's talk about women entrepreneurs. What's the current status or what's the reality behind all the numbers that are being reported?
So I think, if you look at the overall ecosystem, technically, women are coming to the front foot or in the front for economic conditions as well as setting up their entrepreneurial journey. When I bifurcate these into the rural and urban conditions, if you look at the Udyam portal registrations which have happened from FY21 to FY22, there's been an increase of about 3.69 lakh women, who have actually registered on the Udyam portal, which means significantly, I think that women are coming on the and doing entrepreneurial business, much more than it was earlier before. And when I talk about the rural space as such, where we do actually microfinance, over there, I think, what they are doing is in terms of the small businesses which they run or the family runs for the cottage industries, for the various other rural aided industries as such, which are agriculture and agri-related industries, be it cattle farming, be it dairy farming, be it vegetable vending or anything across there. Women are coming to the forefront in terms of running those kind of a business. And the biggest hurdle which they probably face is the collateral on the basis of which I think the commercial banks and the larger size banks don't actually give them a free hand in terms of credit guarantees. But where microfinance has really aided to these women in the rural system is that they actually give them, without collateral, these loans to generate their income or augment their income generating capacities. And then they come to the forefront and running these family businesses as well as the businesses which are run on their own. So I think, very different from the earlier avatar where women used to take a backseat in terms of running businesses across. So that I think, that's where the change has really happened.
So where is the number of women entrepreneurs increasing? Is it the urban cities, or we are also focusing on rural areas, tier 2, tier 3 towns as well?
I think it's increasing everywhere. But if you look at the sectors which are coming in the urban space, that's a wide variety where, different sectors will have women coming up. And especially, if you look at startups, I think, there is also somewhere where it is being done, And as has been said, that, women really contribute towards, about 6 lakh crores are the MSMEs which are there. And women directly or indirectly are looking at 20% of that, which is about 1.23 lakh crore MSME businesses across of that. But, the difference between the urban and the rural, again, is very starkly compared to where we actually operate in terms of, lending businesses and placing credit to these to women to augment their income generating capacities. These are small micro businesses which are there. These are not, large businesses. And these are family aided businesses also, which are done across over there. And these are highly dependent on, the agriculture capacities as well as the rural infrastructure, as well as the rural economy as such. But definitely, yes, probably if you look at the increase which is happening both in the urban and the rural space, I think that is more agri-related, which happens in the rural side, and this is more non-agri, which happens in the urban side. That's the stark difference which we can see in terms of the business which are being run.
See, as far as the infra goes, where these women need support in terms of finances and funding, we have a long way to go over there. But then what about women acknowledging the fact of having the financial knowledge and the financial freedom on their own and working on that particular path? Has that scene changed?
That is also undergoing a huge sea change, with the internet and the technology and the infra related to technology being set up now in place. Today, when we talk of financial literacy, when we talk of financial education, I think, women, even in the rural space, are very clear what their EMIs are, what is the difference between the principal repayments and the interest, which they are paying. what is technically the IRR or the interest rate they are being charged, and how does it augment their income generating capacity so that they are able to take out the EMI as desired, from these productive capacities which they are actually undergoing. Also, with the advent of mobile phones, I think that has also taken a huge jump today for them actually to get on board a microfinance institution by giving and submitting online KYCs as well as the online documentation and various other factors contribute toward them generating a credit loan much faster than what used to happen earlier. It used to be manual paper signatures happening and all that. So now today they can actually do a e-sign on the tablet and the loan is passed across over there. So the technology is really helping. Along with that, the financial literacy and the financial way that the whole system operates now, I think they are very aware of looking at what the financial transaction all impetus. Along with the technology, as I said, they can actually make a cashless payment through the wallets, through the UPI system, which is now there through the RuPay system. So I think all the tools which were necessary for them to actually do digitization or digital transfer of money across, I think that is now being understood by them, and they actually are doing that to a very large extent.
As they say in Hindi, Mr. Singh, thoda hai, thode ki zarurat hai. So that's the situation right now. Thank you so much for being on the show and talking on this topic to our viewers. On that note, let's take a quick break.